Okay, can you guys hear me? Hello, hello. Can you hear me? I can't hear myself though. I got my earbuds in, but I can't hear myself. So you can hear me fine? Okay, that's good. All right. Let me see here. How's it look on the? That's a pretty wide angle. Got a new camera I'm trying out here. Okay, so you can hear me. That's good. Is it coming through the Yeti? No, it's not. Hold on, let me check something. Okay. Can you hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Testing. Yeah, okay. I trust that the audio is good. So, all right, let's see. Got my camera super high up here. Okay. All right. Let me refresh this. Stand by. Okay. All right. All right. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing tonight? Are you excited to see the coloring book? Yeah? No? Watching Jeremiah and the astronauts? What a night. Yeah, that's a good night. Actually, oh, are they landing right now? I've been watching it too. It's pretty exciting. Okay, I'm just gonna wait a few minutes before I show you guys the book. See if anybody else shows up. In 7 minutes. Oh man, I picked the wrong time to go live. They're landing in 7 minutes. Well, you guys have to keep me updated as far as how the landing goes and everything. You're excited you got my shipping notification? Yeah, so I just shipped out. Working on shipping the books right now. So I've got over 100 to ship out. So bear with me. It's going to take me all weekend to wrap these all up. So, and then some people ordered extras and stuff. So I have to work on that. But yeah, they'll be going out fairly soon. So yeah, keep an eye out for your notifications. And then I know Shopify sometimes sends everything to the junk folders. So check that out too. So, and you guys can hear me okay? Because I don't have no idea like what the audio sounds like. Hopefully it sounds good. Are we good? Yeah? Yes? No? It's my first time streaming on YouTube. So, and I'd rather do it through my iPhone because it's a little bit easier to work with, but I'm new to all this stuff. So yep, good to hear. Okay, I'm gonna try to see if this will work. I'm just gonna flip this camera down. Hey, it works. Cool. My dirty desktop here too. Okay, here it is. There's the book. So yeah, I should have got, I mean, the color on this camera is not so great, but whatever. Can't complain. So here's the book. And all its glory. It's got like a soft laminate, so it's like a soft touch feel to it. So really nice. And here's the back of it. So a little description on the back here. And so it's like a perfect bound book. Didn't put anything on the spine because it's not a super thick book. But anyways, let's do a little walkthrough, shall we? And I wonder if I can get a little bit closer. That's probably as close as I'm going to get, I guess. So I made the cover. Basically, I wanted you guys to be able to color in the cover. So I've got, I just decided to make the cover as well. I was kind of debating, should I do that or not? But I thought, oh, well, you know, it's kind of cool to actually color in the cover. I was thinking about doing that for the back too, but I didn't do that. Um, so here we go. Let's walk through the book. Here's the very first page. So we got our little like copyright information here. These were printed in the United States. So I was doing a lot of research on how to do a coloring book because I wanted it to be self-published. And I was looking at like all the options, and they had like Amazon and, all the print on demand stuff, but there's a lot of problems with the quality. Like you can't choose the paper that you want. So this paper is a really nice, thick paper. It's 100-pound, uncoated. So good thing being uncoated, you don't have to worry about any like, you can use color pencil on it, and you can use marker on it. You can use. I haven't tried watercolor yet, but I'd like to try watercolor on this to see how that works. So, but it's thick enough that I think you can work with watercolor, no problem. What was I going to say? You can also buy, if it doesn't work so well with watercolor, you can buy like a sizing, which is kind of like what they use on watercolor paper to keep the water from soaking into the paper. So I might try coating one. Maybe I'll do a live stream of just color, like a watercolor, one of the pages. So this belongs to your first page that you can fill in. And then for those of you who ordered the bundle will have a signature. So those are all signed. I'm going to just sign it down here with like a silver pen or something like that. Yeah, so that's the first page, and then they're all printed, so they're all one-sided. So I did try it with markers. It does kind of show through on the back, but it doesn't bleed into the next page. So that's a good thing. We don't want that. So yeah. Here's our first page. I have names to every single one of these. This was just called like relax time. And the whole idea of the book is just kind of taking you through an afternoon with these characters. And we got like the main characters are kitty, bear, hedgehog, and then the bunny. And the bunny is like almost like the main character in the book. So it really doesn't tell a story, but it kind of takes you through an afternoon with these guys. So, and does this look okay? Can you see it okay? The quality of this camera all right? New camera, new setup. I'm totally new to streaming. This is my very first stream on YouTube. So I always just stream on Instagram or, wherever. So that's the first one. So they're just hanging out, having some tea. They're in their house, got a little shooting star here. And the time is always around this time. So if you notice the time, it doesn't really, it's always kind of focused on the afternoon time. So next page, this was just, I forget the name of this one. It's just like spring, like flowers and just hanging out outside and getting out and touching some grass, I guess, So for all those of you who are hanging out in the house too much, just a little gentle reminder to, if you can go outside, check it out. There's a lot of stuff out there. So yeah, and then we got this one. This is called Owl's House, and so our little owl here. And so originally when I made this, I was thinking of making like a cuckoo clock. And so it's kind of based off a cuckoo clock, like one of those German cuckoo clocks. So when I was at the market, the Christmas market in Chicago downtown, they have it every year. And then they have one of the vendors has like handmade cuckoo clocks from Germany. And so I was just taking a bunch of pictures, and I almost bought one, but didn't buy it. So, oh, perfect splashdown. That's good news. I'm glad to hear that they landed safely. I should probably pull that up, but I don't want to mess up my internet. So thank you for the update though, Windmill. So anyways, yeah, this is called Owl's House. We got a little cuckoo clock bird here. And next page, this is Mouse's house. So we got our little mouse here, and he's hanging out in his little log house. And one thing I want to point out about this is the pages well, I'm holding it down on one side, but you can press it. I don't want to damage this book, but you can press the middle here and they will lay flat. So a lot of the like perfect bound books that I bought a bunch of coloring books before I made my own. A lot of them were difficult to get into this part here. And I also made the print. So the print has space here. So this is called the gutter. So you don't have to worry about losing the image in the gutter. So that's another thing that I was thinking about. So cute. Thank you so much. I have a handmade clock from Germany. Oh, nice. That your mom bought? Nice. That's awesome. So yeah, this is Mouse's house, and we got the bear is kind of like guarding the house. And I don't know if he's gonna get the mouse. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Who knows? And then we've got freshness. So what do you do? I mean, I every afternoon I go grocery shopping. I mean, I don't really keep my fridge stocked, so I'm always out grocery shopping. So that's kind of how I got the idea of freshness. I was thinking of a grocery store name that hasn't been named. I guess there probably is a grocery store called Freshness. Who knows? Most likely. But we got all our little goods here. We got our fruit. We got our mayo, tuna, cup noodle, jam. All the got the bunny mix. Got to have the bunny mix. The bunnies need bunny mix. So that's freshness. So I'm really excited to see what everybody is going to end up like, how these are going to end up looking colored. So if you do color them, like tag me on Instagram, and I'll share them on my stories, because I'm definitely down to. I mean, I definitely want to see what everybody comes up with when they color it in. So yeah, so this is Game Zone, and then this is actually with the bundle. If you buy the bundle, you'll get this print. Actually, I should take it out of the plastic so you can see it better. So you get this print here. And the bundle, there's only 100 of them in the bundle. So it's kind of a limited edition thing. And it's a signed print. So there's a colored version of it. And also with the bundle, you get a sticker sheet. So here's the sticker sheet. And they are like just die cut, so you can peel them off and stick them onto whatever you want. So that's the sticker sheet that comes with the bundle. And here it is uncolored. So this is actually based off of so my boys, we lived in Japan for about 7 years, and there's game centers all over Japan. And I took a photo of them playing these, like they have these like really they have like multi-tier game centers. So they have it for kids, and then it goes to adults, and then there's all like more serious stuff. So this is like the kids section of the game zone. And so they actually have, not this small, but they do have some arcade games that are made for like really small children, like toddlers. So I thought that was really cool to see in these weird, tiny little arcade games, and also UFO catchers. They made them like half size so that little kids can, interact with it. So I thought that was really cool. So that's kind of like, these are like the half size UFO catchers. And I just came up with different like games. So we got Dino Catch, got Bear Chan, got Neko Play. So this is for Neko Play, but this game is called Taco, which means octopus in Japanese. And then we got Pico, which is kind of like I don't know what it's like, a little, I don't know what this guy is. It's like a little monster thing. So we got the hedgehog in there doing his thing. Always got the hedgehog. I love that you are sharing the meaning of all the pictures. Yeah, they all have a story. So, and Newsboy, thank you so much. Glad you liked the print. This is an actual real flower shop that is in my neighborhood in Japan. So I have we still have a family home in Japan. So we still go back a lot and stay at our family home. And there is a little flower shop in our neighborhood, and it looked a lot like this, except for it didn't have a big bear and it didn't have a fox watering flowers. And there is no hedgehog in this one, but we got the bunny, we got a fox, and it's called the Bear Flower. And it's just the name of the flower shop that I gave it. So it doesn't necessarily mean only bears can go there and buy flowers. It's open to all animals. But yeah, I spent quite a bit of time just making up these little arrangements and flowers. And then my flowers are never really based off real flowers. Always kind of they're always uh, they're always made up. I think I have more fun with making up my own flowers. So moving right along, we got the Small Bunny Cafe, and yeah, we're just getting taking a break, getting a coffee. You can't probably read that, but it says Baromatic. This is the espresso machine, and we got bunny tea, Neko latte, bear chai, and kitty brew on the menu. So that's Small Bunny Cafe. And next up, we have the. Let me see here. Okay. Next up, we have the studio. So, um, yeah, it's not really my studio, but it's a studio I'd like to have. So we've got the cat hanging out, painting in the studio, and it's got the wall of inspiration up here. There's the books and sketches, and you always have a wastebasket full of crumpled paper. So, most artists usually have a lot of smashed, crumpled up drawings that are discarded, never to be seen by anybody. Next is Neko Bakery, and a lot of the pastries are kind of based off real pastries. If you ever been to like an Asian bakery, they have like these they have anpan, which uh, and they have like melon pan. So this is melon pan, which looks like it's supposed to look like a melon, but it doesn't usually have a melon flavor. They just made it look like a melon, so it's more people would buy it basically. So um, and yeah, that's the Neko Bakery. Got some pretzels here. Hedgehog is manning the cash register, and oh, there's another hedgehog over here. It's gonna have some food. And this one, which one? This one called? I forgot the name of this one. I should have wrote everything down. But anyways, this one is just hanging out at home in the living room, um, reading some books and listening to some music. I like listening to music on vinyl, so we got our vinyl records playing here, and a little tiny mouse here, kind of enjoying the night view. So, and this one is called Afternoon Tea. Has anybody had afternoon tea before, or high tea? So, afternoon tea is basically uh, they they do it a lot in Japan. I had it when I was in England. I had it as well in London, and they basically bring you all these nice little treats, and then you get your tea. You always have like your little teapot, so you can serve your own tea as you go. But they really like every place has a different unique type of pastry or cake or sandwiches or whatnot. So this is like a little king egg tart thing here, which is a shape of a bunny. And we have all our little pastries here, little hedgehog hiding behind here, our sandwiches, and then some more little cookies and stuff like that. Little tiny. Actually, I have a little cream, a glass creamer that looks like that. It's really tiny. So, so this is based off of a real afternoon tea that I've been to. And there's actually a store in Japan called Afternoon Tea. So, and then they don't do it as elaborate as this. I wanted to kind of make it more creative and fun. So, yeah, definitely wanted to go crazy on this one. I think this would be really fun to color. There's a lot going on in this one. So, love hearing the stories and inspiration around each image. That's cool. Your aunt uncle was a missionary to Japan in the early '80s. Awesome. Yeah. After you live there, the culture just kind of like comes out. So, and we travel back and forth. Like we're in America now, but we still have our family home, so we still go back a lot. This is Neko Vend or Neko vending machine, and I have a color print of this too, which I don't have it next to me. So I did a color version of this as well. So if you want to see that, it's on my website. You can check it out there, or on my Instagram. You can check my Instagram. So, yeah, Nekovan, we've got our delicious refreshments. We've got milk tea, cider, melon, soda, bear cola, Neko sweat, which is based off Picati sweat, coffee, and then we got the hog soda for the hog. Hog needs hog soda. So, and yeah, this is this you'd see this if you're in Japan. You'd see like a vending machine randomly placed out of nowhere. You know, so there's always a vending machine somewhere. And then back here is a reference to one of my characters, Space Bunny. And so I did a whole series about Space Bunny. So got a little reference there. Weekend Crepes. This is also based off of a real place called Marion Crepes in Harajuku, Japan. So there's a street called Takashita Street, and on that street there's several crepe shops. And if you haven't had this style of crepe, it's amazing. So they roll it up, looks kind of like a little ice cream cone when you get it, but they have savory crepes. They have, crepes that have, that are always sweet. Some of the crepes have like a piece of cake stuck in it, or ice cream, or whipped cream. So got all our different delicious crepes here, and yeah, head out. The cat and hedgehog and bunny are out to get some weekend crepes. Next up is the bunny bus. Kind of a nod to Ghibli. You know how you had the bus the bus stop in famous Ghibli film. So we got the same thing happening here. So, but I made it my own. So it's a bunny bus, a bunny bus stop basically. And then we got Bunny Town and Kitty Center. Those are our next two stops that they're waiting for. So that's our bunny bus, and another poster here of the Space Bunny in the background here. So that's the bunny bus, and also the cherry blossoms are blooming. Well, actually, I think they're not blooming anymore, but in Tokyo right now. But we got our sakura in the background here, and we got a stick up, little kind of graffiti stick up with one of the cats. You put a sticker on the pole. You always have to put it. If you got stickers, you got to put them up somewhere when you're out in the city. This one's called what was this called? It's not afternoon tea. I think it was like tea time. I think it's just called tea time. And I did do a color version of this. I have a watercolor painting of it. I can grab it and show you. Let me see if it's handy. I'm going to grab it. Give me 1 second. Oh, it's not handy. I don't know where it's at. I thought it was my flat file, but it's not in there. Anyways, you can see it on Instagram. I did a color version of this, a watercolor painting of it. So yeah, that's tea time. Got this little guy here, little kitty here. So that'd be pretty fun to paint or to color in. I was thinking when I made this, I was like, I just want to make a giant tea kettle. And I was thinking, how can I make it more interesting? So I have the characters here hanging out and having some tea. So, and we got another house here. This is Squirrel's house. So, every animal needs a home. And this is our squirrel's home. So they got their nice little cute modified acorn house here. And we got our little acorn friends hanging out. They're not really eating the acorns. It looks like they're just friends with the acorns, but who knows what will happen. They might get eaten. So, but they look happy for now. That's what matters. We got happy squirrels, happy acorns. I think it'd be a pretty fun one to color in. Next up, we've got the Swan Ride. That's the name of this one. And kind of, yeah, I guess I don't know what the story is on this one. Just thinking, I'll just make a swan and have a bunny riding it. So that's as far as that story goes. So that's Swan Ride. And this is, I made the pages chronologically. So when I was making this coloring book, they the order of the pages is kind of how I was making the books. So you can see some get more elaborate, some, the style tightens up or changes a little bit. So as the book goes, this is Inu Soba. So Shiba Inu is a character that I sometimes draw. Actually, I just did a Patreon last month with the Shiba Inu. So here's another Shiba Inu. There's a card that comes in the Patreon, and it comes with a sticker too. So I got our Shiba Inu Soba kind of stand, and they're just hanging out. This guy is like a salary person that just got off work, and also our hedgehog is. I don't know if this is like a salary person or not, but they are definitely enjoying the soba. And it's late at night, so we got our stars out. We got the moon out. So, yeah, and got the little Shiba Inu here, hard at work. And this is like, if you ever go to like a soba place, they always have like water. There's always water running. So we got our little water back here. And in this lantern, it says soba in Japanese. And our little mouse. Mouse has got a bowl of soba. Next is the picnic. So they're just hanging out, enjoying a little picnic. You like the hedgehog eating soba? Yeah, gotta have some soba. So little picnic scene, having a hanami under the sakura cherry blossoms. So that's our little picnic scene. And we're getting close to the end here. Or is this the end? Wait, which one was the last page? Oh, this is the last. Nope. This is close to the last page. I was debating having this being the very last page because it has all the characters. So this is every character in the book. We got our kitty, our bear, bunny, owl, hedgehog, fox, mouse, Shiba Inu, and our squirrel, and our little acorn. So that's all the characters in the book. I think this would be pretty fun to color in, and you could even rip the page out and cut them into little cards or something. I don't know. I'm not sure if you want to rip your pages out or not, but this is the last page. And I don't have a story on this one either. I just was like, I just want to draw a bunch of flowers. So I just went wild and just drew a bunch of flowers. And yeah, it's always fun just to kind of not think and just draw. And that was the whole intent of this one. It's more like you can do the same thing. You can just space out, color the page in, not really think about what you're doing, just throwing color on it. So how long does it take you to draw each picture? Well, this book took 2.5 months for me to make, and I was working on it full time. Like I was doing other stuff, doing paintings for shows and stuff like that. But I was working on this basically every day. And then we have our end page that you can color in. So the end, it's our little tea and flowers. And that's the final of it. So yeah, this is available. The pre-order is still available, I believe. I've got I think I have like 30 left of the not the pre-order, of the bundle, and then the rest of the books we still have a good amount of these left. So I didn't know how many to make at first. So since I funded it myself, I could only afford to get so many printed. So there's 200 in the first edition that I've made. They're only available on my website because I don't have I was going to get like a ISBN code and put them in bookstores and stuff, but I'm self-publishing this. This is all on my own. So another thing I wanted to show you, was the how I made it. So if you want to check that out, I'm going to show you some of the sketches, how I came up with the ideas and everything. So you don't need to see that. Okay. The way I draw basically is when I started the book, I was just like, okay, I want to make a coloring book. And it's like doing a lot of research. How do I make a coloring book? How do I come up with the idea for a coloring book? So the first thing what I did was I was like, okay, I need to make the characters. So I just roughly sketched out a few of the characters. And then, let's see, where'd it go? Oh, here it is. These are the starting pages. This is how I started the book. So I basically just made little quick thumbnails, and I just wrote like almost like if you were to write a prompt and just say, okay, well, I want a bakery, arcade, shopping, art studio, relaxed time, bunny bus, squirrels, bunny vending machine. And so this is the very first concept to get to the pages. Is just making these little thumbnails, very rough. I didn't do this one. I was going to do sleepy time, but I just got burnt out after page 20. I was like, yeah. So basically, yeah, it's like a storyboard. And then after that, I'll start kind of sketching out the pages a little more detailed. So this is the studio. These are some of the references for the afternoon tea, like the cakes and stuff like that. So very rough kind of sketches. Neko Bakery. This is kind of some of the elements in the bakery. You know, the loaves, like some of the decorative elements that are in the bakery type of. Did I draw this one in there? Yeah, they're very rough sketches, but here's the picnic. And then I'll go in and actually, let's see here if I can get this in here so you can see it all. Okay, so then, this is not from the book. That's not from the book. I'll just go in and roughly like clean up the sketch more so I can figure out, okay, how detailed do I want to make it? So, and then this sketchbook is actually the same exact size as the coloring book. So it worked out really nicely. I was able to kind of visualize everything before I started to ink it all in. Here's one of the first pages with all the flowers and everything. Here's the mouse house. Here's Owl's house. Here's Super Fresh. And so this is all I basically would need. And what I'll do is I'll take a picture of it and or scan it and put it in my iPad and just ink over everything in my iPad. I used to ink everything by hand, but I decided to ink everything on my iPad because it's a lot cleaner lines, and I wanted really sharp, clean lines for this coloring book. So this is the game zone. Pretty crazy sketch. This is the bear flower, also very detailed. Lots of stuff going on here. And Small Bunny Cafe. Studio. Neko Bakery. This is the very first page with like the copyright. This is the at home, chilling out at home page. The afternoon tea. Neko Vend. Weekend crepes. Bunny bus stop. This book belongs to, so that's kind of how I made that sketch. Looks very different from the the sketch looks very different from the inked in. You bought the bundle? Awesome. Thank you so much. You bought a second bundle. Okay, great. Awesome. Thank you. And we got the swan ride. And that's for another thing. So that's all the pages. There's more pages. Like what was it? There's a couple pages where I had to draw them in a bigger sketchbook. Just because I wanted more detail. So I've got another sketchbook here. Let me see here. Oh yeah. So here's the bigger, like this was really elaborate. So making this afternoon tea. So I went from the small sketch and I transferred it over to my bigger sketchbook just so I can get more detail out of it because there's a lot going on. Same with Squirrel's house. This one, I don't know why I drew it so big. I just was like, I want to draw this big. And so that's what I did. Soba, Inu Soba. and then all the characters. So you got all the characters here. And I think this continues. Oh, and then the cover. We didn't do the cover sketch. And the concept for the cover sketch is somewhere. Where is that? I don't know where I put the concept for the cover sketch, but here's the actual original cover sketch. Because, I wanted to make the cover the most important drawing, and I came up with my own kind of font on this. And then I found a font for like my name, so that matched it really well. So, but I hand lettered that font in there, and then we got the back of the book as well. Here's the sketch for that. And I think that's all of it. Is that it? Let's see. Oh, picnic. His picnic sketch. And this was going to be, I was going to put like the end. This is going to be just the end page, but I decided to make one extra page smaller saying the end. Yeah, it's a lot of work, right? Yeah, it took a while. Quite a bit of work. So yeah, and that's it for all the sketches. The cover. Oh, here's the cover. Here's the original. Yeah, here's the original cover sketch. So this is the very first thing I drew, actually, when I had the concept for the book. This is the very, very first thing I drew. And then, yeah, this has kind of come a long way from that to the actual cover. So yeah, that's it. You guys have any questions at all? So yeah, the book's available still. We still have copies of this available. If I sell out, I might reprint. We'll see how it goes. I just have to figure that out. So, but it is self-published, so it's a little bit more. You're getting it direct from me. You're not getting it from a bookstore or anything. So, yeah, that's all. So, yeah, I'm gonna probably end now. And maybe I'll do like a live drawing, like a coloring. Like maybe I'll color in one of the pages with you guys. If you guys are into that, here on YouTube. So I might actually do that next week or something, maybe next Friday. But yeah, anyways, that's it for now. Let me flip the camera so you can see me. Can you see me? Okay, so I'm going to end it from here. And yeah, thanks to everybody who got a copy. And these will be going out they'll probably be, I'm dropping everything off on Monday, but I'm creating the labels and packing everything right now. So you will be getting these very soon. And a lot of these are being sent by Media Mail, which is for books only. So keep an eye on the tracking. I think it's like 2 to 4 days or something like that. So depending on where you're at. I'm close to Chicago, so just allow for a little bit of time for these to arrive to you all. So, okay, that's it. Thank you, everybody, and have a great night. Okay, how do I end this? There it is, end the stream. Okay, bye-bye.